First I go whip out the bubble. Yo. That's how we coming.
That's how you gonna do it?
That's how we coming.
All right. Yeah.
Hey man, bigger business.
Back at it, baby. Consistency.
Never stops.
Yeah.
Thursday. Pow, 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 pow. Yeah, man. Shout out Playboy. Whipping out that bubble. Yeah, man. We never would have made it to this episode if it wasn't for the man upstairs, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. The man upstairs allowed me to hear my alarm once again this morning. And lately I've been up and at it, baby. I ain't gonna lie. I've been beating Father Time to work, baby. You know how it is.
Yes, sir.
And the content just keep pouring in, so I ain't got no choice, baby. How you been, brother?
I've been good. I've been good, man. Just staying there. Our boy Mars just pulled up on us at the studio, man. Shout out to Mars.
Shout out to Mars, my boy.
Yeah, man.
Real boy.
Yeah, man. Real one. We out here, man. You know, good Thursday, man. What's been going on? The sports world been a little crazy. My Warriors been on a 2-game losing streak. Hopefully we bounce back. Curry get better. LeBron with the little tip in to win the game yesterday. It's crazy.
They played the Warriors yesterday?
No, they didn't play the Warriors though. They was on their own accord, and they definitely LeBron came in and did his thing fourth quarter. But besides all that, we got great content for you today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take it to a little place or hit home for everybody. You know what I'm saying? The church house. I don't know about y'all. I grew up in the church, so you know this clip means a lot to me. Cause never would have paid it. I had to do it. I'm sorry. Let's get into this Marvin Sapp, man.
Cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant.
They cracking up.
There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight.
40,000.
I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I just think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my late wife Melinda P. Sapp was alive, was a good date.
Seen it.
I could take her to the movies, buy a box of popcorn, get 1 soda, 2 straws. I wasn't cheap. That's swag. I was looking in her eyes. She's looking in mine. Can't do that no more. Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100.
I thought that.
Because again, it costs to sit up here. I got you. Let's see. So put your 20 away, preachers. That 20 wasn't for you. And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm gonna have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on the. Take your phone and stick it on the.
He talking like that
on the bucket.
Or something. Put it in my hand.
Yeah, giving his worship.
Crazy work. That was crazy. I didn't know that's a bad person right there.
He put out love with the money clip. Hey man,
don't play with us like that. You know you finna pocket your fucking money.
That's peeing at its finest right there. If I ain't never seen no peeing before, that's exactly what that is, man.
Come. Bring the baskets. I want to see 1,000 people put money in the basket.
Wait, close them doors. No. Like, you crazy.
Nigga, close that door.
Hey, now I'm watching it. I'm peeping what happened. They didn't have his front end or his back end. They had his front end. They didn't have his back end. He was the one to make sure he got paid for his church appearance. I don't know if that was his church. We gotta look that up. Cause like y'all told me to come down here and y'all ain't got my money.
It was something deeper than for surely.
We finna get this money. That was Marvin Sapp. I'm not sure what church he was at, but he told the usher, close the door. Come bring us our money. Everybody in the audience, 1,000 people in the audience, $20. The 1,000 people watching online, Cash App, $20. That'll equal $40,000. The controversial thing, obviously, he told the ushers to close the door. He told them a couple times. He told them, close the door, nigga. What you close the door?
Yeah, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
She looking around for. You know, I hate repeating myself.
Man, that's a big thing in our community, man. How you feel about this clip? Man?
I want to ask you, do you feel like that's a universal thing in churches?
Okay, so let's get back down.
Because, you know, service is way different than when tithes come.
Yeah.
Don't go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Don't go change that baby diaper. None of that.
It get a little aggressive in church when they be asking for that money. I ain't gonna lie. And it's not like it's like being at the strip. I hate to, God forgive me for making this reference, but you know, if you sitting at the strip club and you sitting around looking, you ain't throwing no money, the DJ might get on you and be like, "Hey, bro, look, we got niggas in there." It's more down south out here, they know better, but you feel awkward if you don't put nothing in that plate. You know, they used to pass the plate around, right? So if you ain't got no money, you can just touch it. You know what I'm saying?
Now they bring it to you.
And
stand over you.
They they want that Cash App.
Yeah.
It's a lot of controversy in the church, man. This is a deep topic if you really think about it. What are they using this money for? Is the church legitimate? It's a lot of hypocrisy that goes on in churches. Me myself, I haven't been to church in a while. I definitely believe in the Lord.
How long?
Maybe 3-4 months.
All right.
3-4 months. You know what I'm saying? I love the word and stuff. You know, I give a little bit. I don't feel like it should be expected, for sure not. Don't do no shit like that, because it would have been a problem up in there. The fact that I would probably give you something, but once you did it like that, I'm not giving you nothing, because I feel like you trying to set a little gambling deck, you trying to go get high, you trying to buy another Rolex. I don't know what you want. You know what I'm saying? So that was crazy work. It was rumors that he got kidnapping charges for that. That's fake. I believe that's fake.
Yeah.
But it was crazy work watching it. It's a hard subject to even touch on because you're playing with the Lord's name at this point, I feel like. What you feel about this situation?
If I got it to give, I'm gonna give. I was told, you know, like around last year, you know, by one of my OGs. He was like, the same way you go to McDonald's, the same way you go to Applebee's, you got, you know, they feeding you, so you got to feed them, which is the money exchange. Same way with the church. You go to church, you feel the spirit, you get the word, you get some guidance. So the same way the church feeding you, the church got to eat too. But when you start talking about closing doors and all like that, and I'm looking around and people really closing doors, it's gonna. I've always been kind of defiant, especially when it's like, you know, and it's just like, now you finna bring the hoggish and dogs out of me, nigga, move. Nigga, I said move. You feel me? Like, you feel me? You ain't locking me up in no, you know. What are we doing?
What are you pressing? I don't like getting pressed.
I'm not finna get pressed. I don't care if it's the pastor himself. I don't care if it's, you know, Gandhi. Don't press me. Don't press me. This 20 can go a long way. You don't know what I'm going through. You feel me? That could be my last scrub.
That part.
You're not finna give me a ride in the Maybach back to the house. And you know he got presidential watch on. You feel me? Thousands of dollars. His wife somewhere sitting in the pew or behind him, ATE, how they call it, you feel me? Frontal doing numbers, and you put up in a Maybach. All right, come on now, and then definitely don't put my money on blast. So now that I ain't got it, I gotta come up there and say I ain't got it, and I got 700 people behind me. Mm-hmm. No. I feel like that was a little too much. You feel me? I don't think he was joking at all.
You don't tell nobody shut the door that many times if you joking.
Nah.
You get the one. Hey man, close them doors. Close the door. Hey nigga, close the door. That was real.
That nigga close the door. What he say in Mississippi? He said, nigga, start the office. Nigga,
Bring that plate around.
Yeah.
Swing that shit around.
He said, nigga, bring that plate around, nigga. No, bro, it's, when it comes to religion and all like that, I'm not going to get too deep, but I've always had my certain questions. I am definitely a Christian man. When it comes to the Lord's house, I definitely go in there and leave out a different, and I feel like a better human being.
For sure.
But then it's all who's leading the Lord's house, you know.
Sure.
And the word is good, but then it just want to get to that money thing. I'm not a penny pincher, all like that. I'll probably spend my money at worse, at places I shouldn't spend my money. Let me just say that, right? But nobody's forcing me to. Even my insurance, they're not forcing me to. I have a choice. It's not, we're gonna lock your car doors if you don't. Then y'all can have it, because I'm not finna live on these conditions and terms. So, and we should have talked about this. We should have talked about this at the business meeting at 7:30 Sunday night, or Thursday night. You feel me?
Yeah.
We should have talked about this. Don't just surprise us with you need 40,000 and then don't go no explanation on what the 40,000 is. The church definitely needs money to run and help out those in need and in the programs and because people people gotta be paid. I understand that, but don't just drop a 40 burger on me and with no explanation of why I'm locked in here. And them doors really got closed. He said
I wonder how that went.
Some people in the back walked out. I'm not finna play with you, nigga. I'm not finna play with you. You fucking Warren Sapp, Marvin Sapp. You
got some money.
You got platinum records.
Never would have made it.
Yeah,
bro. You. Hey.
Somebody said what you said earlier. I'm never gonna pay it.
Never would have paid
and they left. They said, Lord forgive me, and they left. They got up out of there. I'm not mad at them. That's crazy work, bro. That's crazy work.
It feel like you had it feel like it was something behind that. You know what I'm saying? Usually they let you know, like, hey, we trying to do this for the kids.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-wop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The church need this. We trying to we got this mission right now. They even had a little thing up there like, this is how close we is to our goal. Mm-hmm. Thank y'all. But it's over time. You know what I mean? When we get there,
it's over time. It's not a one whop.
We ain't finna walk in here like, hey, we ain't leaving until we get this 40,000.
Yeah.
I need to know if that was his church. And I need to know if he was a guest there. Because if he was a guest there, that means, is you charging to come spread this word?
Of
for
course.
Your friends? He's like, it costs to be on this stage. It costs to be in them seats. Hey. I'm like, oh, okay, pimpin'. My bad. You know what I'm saying?
That's how TD Jakes and Kirk Franklin do it.
That's my whole thing.
Yeah. They ain't going around performing.
I mess with Kirk because I ain't heard too much controversy about Kirk besides that thing with his kids that one time.
What was the thing with his kids?
He was cussing his kid out crazy on the phone.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? My
mama told me she'd kill me plenty of times.
Yeah. That's why I like, you know what I'm saying?
Only thing I heard about Kirk was the porn thing, and that's not, you feel me?
And that wasn't real. I don't think that was real.
Yeah, I think it was real.
Oh, okay.
But that's nothing, though. He a man. Yeah.
With the kid thing, no, hey, discipline your kids however you got to, as long as you don't kill them. Maybe, and if it calls for it, maybe you got to kill them. You might got to knock them down. Mm-hmm. But it's these TV pastors, man. I think this is the big thing I wanted to touch on. When people put their faith in these pastors in general, because sometimes the pastors be having these old folks in debt, and she ain't got no money. She giving up her little retirement check, especially them TV ones, man. It just, I don't want to be the one that says when things get too big, it gets a little bit corruption. But in all actuality, when things pass a certain level, corruption start creeping in there. What's the white dude on? It's a white boy that got that big church. Nothing controversial came out about him.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
After Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, but
they closed the doors on everybody.
Yeah, y'all selling hope, man. And ain't nothing wrong with it. Like my brother said, when I go to church and I feel the word when I move, it feel good. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I get that. But when y'all just start digging, I understand it costs money to keep things in place. But it seemed like when they start aggressively panhandling. When you get like them African pastors, when he walking down the stairs, he floating. You seen that? They walk down the stairs and they zoom in on his feet. He like the pastor floating in the air. When we start making a mockery of the Lord, that's when I got a problem.
All the theatrics and stuff.
That's when I got a problem. I'm not gay no more. I've been like when we start doing all that, that's when we start crossing them lines. And when we start, when I feel like the pastor and the president's salary should not be that big. Period, point blank. Yeah, it should be a modest thing because you here for the people, by the people. If people make donations, cool. You know, if it's a little excess, take care of the pastor, cool. But you know, I done been to a couple up the hill with the big jacuzzi top of the hill pastor houses before. And they be like, brother, what you in here selling, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, it's close. The game and the word be kind of close sometimes, man. I just want the people to be spreading the word for the right reasons. That's it and that's all. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it really, yeah, like I said, I'm a Christian man, right? Some people feel it, some people don't. I don't know. I don't know. But really be killing me when the pastor just be there and people be standing up and he just point at them and they just fall back like
yeah,
he just like
Just like I said, it's a touchy. The Holy Spirit.
Yeah, the Holy Spirit, man.
But yeah, I know what you talking about. Though.
Yeah.
I know what you talking about. Yeah. It's hard touching on this. One day I'm gonna bring. We gonna have a real segment for y'all. We're gonna bring in some real word for y'all. We're gonna chop it up. And we're gonna talk about what goes on behind the scenes of the church because I think that'd be interesting.
I mean, it got to be talked about. You know. You know, we could dive into the, you know, how the white man come in town and he get the finest hall at the Hilton, and it's just him and nothing but black pastors up in there, and he give them the blueprint on how this is gonna happen and this is gonna happen and how this is gonna be.
Yeah.
You know, there's always gonna be some corruption when your money is funded through the people, through the man.
And I feel a little envy that we even talking about this. So it's like, but I lost my train of thought with that. When the pastor, it's just the funding. I just wanted just to separate the good churches and the bad churches, man. I just want to see, you know, if it's some word between separating those two right there, man. But these Hollywood brothers, they got to be watched. And a lot of these women be following these pastors like they man. I just want to say, it is God, man, and the man's supposed to bring the word to your women and children. Leadership is what you call it, you know what I'm saying? Pick the right man first off, because the wrong man will lead you down the wrong path, sure. But when they just follow these pastors and blindly, and you talking like these pastors like they your man or something, hey, these is regular human beings too, as we see. That controversial with the TDJ stuff recently, him attending these Puff Daddy. Why you at a Puff Daddy party if you're a pastor anyway? You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know, rich, successful man. Puff Daddy has done a lot for the community, so that's cool. But you don't need to be at no Puff Daddy party. What's going on? You pastor? You out there late, peeping and freaking? And you know the issue with the slavery in the Christianity, right? How they gave it to all us as a tool of control. Basically, it's just it get touchy with religion. I don't like touching on it too much because to each his own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to each his own. Whatever move you and make you to do God's will, hey, more power to you. You know, but it's definitely a touchy subject.
Yeah, I'm definitely a Christian. I was raised in a Christian household.
The Crusaders will come and crucify you for that.
And I haven't always been the most sin-free man, but
the Lord is in you though, baby.
Yeah, the Lord, I know He watches over me. So
we know that for facts.
I don't even want to touch too much on that, but that was crazy. Brothers,
you know, so Cole, I'm not even worried about God like that being upset. It's the people. It's certain people, like I said, they was brought up certain ways. I understand that, and certain things make them move and make them shut down. I understand that. So it's really like the backlash from the people. That's why I really don't want to. You know, your reason is your reason. Mine is the people. Because me and God, we like this, baby.
Yeah.
I know for a fact, certain days I wasn't a believer. Certain things happen. Yeah. I am all the way a believer, and at this point in my life, I don't have too many worries.
For sure.
I don't have too many worries. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
I think I'm saying if he did have good intentions, I don't want to speak bad on good intentions.
Oh, Marvin Sapp?
Yeah. If it was good intentions, I don't want to speak too bad on it. But it came off crazy. Yeah. Nevertheless. And the people. I don't want the people chasing us down, or the people knocking on the door, or the feds knocking on my door, because the feds will come if you get involved in illegal activities. You want to take them to the bridge?
Oh,
they will come.
know. I was finna hate on it too. Like, well, you mean? Take it
In
to
my
the bridge,
house,
brother.
I'm playing poker on my
Robert.
computer. A guy comes to my front door, and I didn't actually even know, but my girl was communicating with him through the box in the front of our house with the camera, and basically he's trying to serve you with a subpoena. I immediately hop on the line with my lawyer. I say, what should I do? I don't want to, handle this situation wrong. And over and over and over, I've sat down with rappers or whoever who tell me about situations in which they divulge too much information to the police or whoever, and it ended up coming back to bite. Now, that being said, I'm not really that worried because I know that I myself haven't been involved in any criminality, but I figured I would have my lawyer take care of it. So my lawyer reaches out to the guy who came to my door. She assures me that she's going to be able to ask the FBI agent a handful of questions, and from that information be able to ascertain, is Adam in trouble? Is Adam going to be, forced to hand over a crazy amount of information? This is the thing that my lawyer comes back to me with. She said the feds were interested in one thing and one thing only. That the feds wanted was the cease and desist from Big U to No Jumper, asking us to take down the episode in which Loose Cannon first made the explosive statements that suggested that Big U had previous knowledge of Nipsey Hussle's death. Oh, the FBI is interested in what Big U's involvement in Nipsey's death might be.
Shout out Rap Radar Daily.
Shout out Rap Radar Daily. That's, at this point, all of our friends, ADAM22, especially in this podcast, were claiming the feds knocked on his door. He was worried, called his lawyer. What do the feds want? A lawyer hollered at the feds, what y'all want? We need that paperwork, or we need to cease and desist that Big U sent y'all when Loose Cannon came on the episode claiming he got a phone call from Big U 30 minutes before Nipsey died saying that Nipsey was dead. Loose Cannon then claims, I called Nipsey. Hey, what's up, bro? He said Nipsey answered the phone. He's like, oh, bro, cool. He said the fact that Nipsey answered the phone and started talking to him regularly, he didn't even bring it up. He thought it would just maybe some he say, she say stuff. Never brought it up to Nipsey. 30 minutes later, Nipsey meets his untimely demise at the hands of Eric Holder, quote unquote, shitty cuss. They started talking about that on the episode. Big U sends a cease and desist letter to ADAM22 saying stop bringing up, stop trashing my name, basically. At that moment in time, I thought it was reasonable. Stop bringing this J-Cat on this show saying J-Cat ass shit and trying to make my reputation bad within me and my community. All right, that was my initial thoughts. Now we got this big indictment going on. A lot of stuff Loose Cannon said to No Jumper is in this indictment. Mm-hmm. There's two things that are pressing in this clip. Are at a question, I should say. Are these rappers, is it ADAM22 fault? These rappers are telling on themselves on these platforms. Should he hold some type of accountability to them? Did he give more than what he's saying to the feds? And lastly but not least, is the Big U really had a hand in Nipsey Hussle murder?
All right, so these street guys that Adam are getting off the street, these alleged gangbangers in LA. First of all, let me just thank Adam for giving people that look like me a chance to be on big platforms. Now, when you get on this platform, what you talk about is solely up to you. Now, how do you get in good graces with Adam? He want that hoggish and he want that doggish. But once you start getting that feel and that vibe, and you start getting to know yourself, or even you might not even know yourself. I heard this one great quote. I can't tell you where I heard it from. I forget. But you make it into music, your first year, you might be copying somebody that you like until you find yourself. So I'm saying that to say, instead of talking about all the shit you doing in the streets and all like that, you might kind of feed off somebody how they podcasting or how they still keeping the street, but they not telling on themselves. And then you find yourself. These guys come on there from the gate, whatever bait he threw out there, you feel me? They bit on it and they spoke more than what they should have said. Do I think that's Adam's fault? I don't think it's Adam's fault, but it definitely takes two to tango. If you don't ask me about no murders, I can't tell you about no murders. You feel me? You don't ask me no questions, I can't tell you no lies. The second part, did Adam give up more than what he said he gave, to the feds?
Yes.
So when I first heard that it happened, my first thought was they was coming for the computers, the hard drives, the deleted scenes of Big Baby, Loose Cannon talking off camera, all type of stuff, right? I already felt like Adam, of course, gave up some shit that he didn't tell us. You feel me? Now, after watching that clip and him not making eye contact with whoever he was interviewing him or whoever the co-host was, I definitely feel like, you know, he before he got up there and spoke to the world, he definitely, all right, well, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna keep it like this, and I'm gonna throw out a topic that's bigger than me. Nipsey Hussle, boom, boom. So I definitely, you know, he definitely didn't want to take his computers. So I feel like it was a conversation like this. Yeah, he called his lawyer. That's the right thing to do, the smart thing to do. What they want, boop, boop. I got that. All right, cool. So if I give them this, they're not going to take my hard drives and my computers. Yeah, but if you play games with them, they're going to come back and they're going to take out on everything. And they will put and they will shut down the no jumper.
Yeah.
What was the last one? So I definitely feel like he gave him more than what he just told us. And the last one was Big U. What
did he have an involvement in Nipsey Hussle?
Man,
to your
at first, brother, I had to agree with you on that. I didn't feel like it. I feel like it was a stretch. I feel like it was a reach. You know, especially when it comes to the breadwinner. But then as these stories keep developing, and then just that right there, I'm starting to kind of, you know, lean a little bit to the side of maybe he did, because it made me think. All right. Nip, rolling 60. Eric Holder, Shitty Cuz, rolling 60. Big U, leader of the rolling 60s. Nipsey, Big U's artist, signed a 10-year contract. Around the time he died, he was in a 9. He had a year left. So he did a 9. Everybody knows it's you know, public record that they used to fall out back and forth, blah, 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 over this and that. We all knew Nipsey was an intelligent man. Now we've started to really learn about Big U. He's an extortion, bribery, all type of fuckery. You feel me? So I'm pretty sure it's hard to get along with somebody like that. So yeah, Nip supposedly called Eric Holder a snitch and all like that. But you know, when you join that gang shit, and this is just from my perspective, it's a top of the totem pole and it's the bottom of the totem pole. I would like to think Nip was at the close to the top, you know, and Eric Holder was kind of at the bottom of the totem pole, right? So before I pull the plug on Nipsey, I leave because he done said some shit that I, you know, and question my street credibility. I leave. Who do I talk to? We don't know. But on the flip side of things, did I call Big U allegedly and holler, "Hey, Brad just got at me with a whoop. Can I do that?" I don't know what was said. Like I said, I don't even know if that phone call even happened. But for a lower member, just to take out a bigger member like that, and you the leader and it's your artist, I feel like there had to be some say-so, some yes, some no that go on behind that. Now, like you was telling me earlier, allegedly, you're not a rolling 6 until you unalive a rolling 6. I have heard that before.
That's the motto.
I have heard that before. But I just feel like low level, high level, you're going to have to make some calls or something before you just, you know, that's just how I'm feeling. I don't know. That's just, but those to answer your questions. How you feel about it, brother?
All right, so I'm going to start backwards. So, Big U, did he have something to do with the Nipsey hit? I want to say no. I still want to say no. I do want to say, now you said he was his artist at the time. The artist, that contract ended the year before Nipsey passed away.
I heard they had a 10-year, and I heard that was year 9.
I think that was after 10. If I'm not mistaken, we got to look that up.
Right.
I think it was 10, so.
Either way,
either way, it was
somebody else.
Yeah. All right, just go on for yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
That's how I feel like that guaranteed.
So that it's still the same feeling there, anyways.
Yes, sir.
Whether it's 9 or 10 or it's after 11, you know that cash cow is going away from you.
Yes, sir.
Learning about learning about the relationship they had. I know they had gotten to a fight, right, in the parking lot, right? That was saying, but I mean, people fight all the time. I don't fought a lot of my partners before. That's not the end of the world, right? But knowing that it was like, okay, Nip had the studio, the contract was ending, you want to go take the whole studio and put it somewhere else. And I believe in the 40s or something. This is just what I seen on the internet. All this alleged. We ain't talking in. But you took the studio, you know, the little back and forth, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know about
Big
that.
Sam had to come out and you brought some cats up there to try to jump nip. Big Sam popped out to fight. Pops came out with the bat and had to smack some of y'all upside the head. Just to know that it was a lot of hostility between the two of y'all, but y'all kept, you know, y'all was back cool, big brother, little brother stuff. You know, you was trying to, you know, put it down. And in these other communities, right, with the essays and stuff, sometimes they, you know, they pay taxes, call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's supposed to be a collective thing to keep everybody together. They might got problems with that. But you trying to organize the same type of thinking in the African American community, we know that shit don't roll. It don't fly that well. Of course, he signed to you off the dribble because he's like, all right. But I mean, if that's the case, let your man fly away and gain his wings after he, not literally like how he did, but let him, you know, he got you on. You just continue to be a big brother and show love, and then go do that to the next brother. Go find the next brother up out the rolling cart or whatever. And bring him up, you know what I'm saying? And if she seemed like a genuine dude, if you didn't give him hell and high water during the actual contract, he probably would have messed with you, put you on with good opportunities. Now,
I agree.
Knowing how the hood work, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all the same thing. Whether you up here, down there, across the country. I know OG slick talk. I know OG hate. That, like you said, they is organized. They should be organized down there. Eric Holder did get into the original confrontation. Nothing happened at that moment, right? They did show him going in a Master Burger, being a little frazzled. Nothing happened, but he did spin off a little bit. And when he spent off, was there a phone call made, or was that him gassing himself up on in that car, basically like, man, this nigga got me fucked up? Or was it like, hey, big bro, this nigga got me fucked up. They talking about I'm snitching and shit. What's going on? Hey, man, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Do whatever you please. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not even... Hey, I just know how OGs were. Like, from my experiences, dealing with these old-ass niggas that be trying to, you know, bottle the block on niggas, yeah, it's a little slick-ass hating shit be going on like that. Did that happen with Nipsey Hussle? I don't know. I would like to think their relationship was good enough not for him to send a hit, but did you let the hit walk right past you? You know what I'm saying? And not... Like, hold on, but we ain't finna do that. You know what I'm saying? That's a strong possibility in my head if that ever happened. All right. Now, the white man.
Can I say this?
What? Go ahead.
You see how allegedly Big U do his artists or former artists?
Yeah.
That's all I just say.
Yeah. Hey. ADAM22, did they knock on your door simply for a cease and desist letter? Hell no. That was just the closest thing you could think to keep everybody. Everybody obviously know they knocked on your door. That's how you keep everybody off your ass. Like, you know, that's a tactic, man. Y'all ain't finna get me for everything. I'm gonna throw this little bit out there so y'all can eat that up, just so you're not paying attention to what I'm doing over here. They told your ass, hey, give us everything that can be damning on this man, or we gonna come take it. We can do this easy way or the nice way. They don't want to do it crazy, because they love the fact that no jumper is out here. They love the fact that these young Latinos and African American and maybe even white men come on your platform and get to talking crazy. They love Vlad TV. They love the no jumpers. Say cheese don't necessarily get too deep off into it, but it happens. $1 million worth of game, they don't even talk about that. That's why big shouts out to Willow and Wallow and Gilly, because they don't even get there. You feel me? They focus on the music. But that, you know what you're signing up for when you go to no jumper, which leads to the next part. The thing that would be damning be the lining of questioning, right? That's the only thing that you can put on Adam, you can put on the Vlads. There's a specific line of questioning. It's like an interrogation tactic, right? Get the man in there, start talking baseball, ease the nerves a little bit, like I'm your friend, make you calm down a little bit so you get to talking. Because once somebody get to talking, then you can start moving the board around and get them to saying other things. That's the type of line of questioning sometimes they do. Sometimes they jump right in. Sometimes these niggas volunteer information. They just come on there talking. Sometimes Adam bait them into it. Slowly move the board and then ask like, well, what about this? And then, but at the end of the day, and this, I used to be like, man, these culture vultures are always kind of like Adam. Vlad so much seemed more police interrogation-ish. Adam, I kind of gave a little leeway. But at the end of the day, and this is with everything in life, we are grown-ass men. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, whatever you do starts and ends with you. And that's how you got to think. So you first off have peace in your mind, right? You live you'll be more happier with life if you didn't blame everybody else for what you did. So when I fuck up in the real world, that's my fault. Even if it had a lot to do with somebody else, I allowed this person in my life, or I did business with this person. Some shit, it do be from left field. But at the end of the day, when I take responsibility for shit I do, it makes my life easier. It makes me be able to sleep at night better. So if you went on this man's show and divulge some shit that we know what's illegal and you know what's not illegal. Just because it feels fun and we talking to hip hop, it's still illegal. We run a podcast. I wouldn't tell you half the stuff that I did in my life. Not saying it's illegal or not, but I'm just not going to divulge it if I don't want to deal with whatever comes from it, right? You should go on there with that podcast. Just because you got a little license, a little clout. The problem with these people is clout is more important than anything nowadays. This nigga, Loose Cannon, is still in jail right now, calling back, running his mouth. Clout ain't that motherfucking important for you to be calling from jail in a federal RICO case and talking some more. I can't blame that on ADAM22. I'll definitely, especially not that situation. Now, what I will say is Puppet Master Whack 100. Shouts out to you in exposures. But you knew, I know you talked to this man Loose Cannon before all this, and you seen he was real loose with the lip. And he's like, man, this is just another theory. If Whack 100 wanted to get Big U out the way, I got this nigga who don't know how to shut the fuck up. I don't like this man. He already done ran down on me a couple times. How can I get him out the way without actually having to get, we know Whack ain't gonna get back in the field and get gunning. So it's like, what can I do? Okay, I'm gonna take him up to here to no jumper and just let him talk. You know what I'm saying? You let him talk, and you knew what was gonna happen. Whack, you're a very intelligent man. We know you're very intelligent. You knew what that man was finna do as soon as he got on that podcast. So, is your name in the paperwork as a witness? No, it is not. Actually, your name is in the paperwork kind of as somebody that you know was threatened by Big U. But did you know what you was doing? I'm just gonna leave it at that.
A lot of the interviews do kind of fall like this interrogation type format, but the only difference between that and interrogation, I don't have to be there. I can leave anytime the shit start getting coppish. Being in an actual interrogation with police, you're not going anywhere. You know.
Sometimes y'all got the right to leave in too. Y'all keep talking. So,
yeah, you got the right to shut up.
Yeah.
So you feel me? So. You hit it on the head. It come down to clout. It come down to want to be known, want to have the clout, want everybody to know that you hoggish and doggish, you rough and tough. You feel what I'm saying? And Loose Lip Cannon, he looked like one of them guys. I'm pretty sure you don't get the name Loose Cannon without being on some type of time, right? Yeah, and then he tell everything. Let's not forget, Loose Cannon got his own podcast that he got off of the 22's. You feel me? So, hey, Vlad and them just doing their job, bro. If they didn't ask these questions, they would be critiqued. If they and surely they do kind of follow that certain type of format, they get critiqued. They don't come from where we come from, though. We know better than to sit up like Sean Cotton. Sean Cotton from that land. He know better. He might ask certain shit. But it ain't finna be like that, because he know that his guests gonna be like, Sean, what you on?
He know you still gotta go outside.
You still gotta go outside.
At the end of the day.
What you on? You feel me? So, and then them niggas, they hold the 22's to such a high standard out there. He get away with a lot of that shit. You feel me? But even with that being said, I still can't blame them, bro. Cause then, we do that, then it's gonna be like, oh man, Brody didn't snitch, the police coerced him into talking and woo, which they do. But if you from the streets, you shut your fucking mouth and you ask for that lawyer that you can afford or not afford. Somebody gonna be appointed to you. So I think that's how we kill all that. Whack one, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Whack 100. Whack 100 is one of them OGs who've been around this shit a long time. If Whack see a puppet, he gonna pull a string. especially if it's gonna be beneficial for him. And we notice about Wack. Can I blame Wack for that? I don't blame Wack for Big U going down.
Nah.
I think Big U was doing some shit that he had no business doing allegedly that already had him on his trail, you know, as far as like a money trail.
Most definitely.
Now, you know, I'm conniving for sure. Wack is conniving. Wack is conniving. And if you fall into that, if you see that you lacking less brain cells than him, Wack gonna run game. Just like, you know, just like these podcasters do, just like these labels do, they're gonna run game. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Unfortunately, Loose Cannon, you know, and them feel victim to, you know, that type of game. It's disgusting. Hey, Wack for surely is a high stakes chess player. I'll leave it at that.
He didn't get the investigation started. He wasn't out doing what they alleged Big U did. Exacerbating the situation, they said I read from a post that I just read from DJ Academics, 30% of the information that the police had in this indictment came from watching podcasts and them corroborating things that they thought they knew, with this man actually saying it out his mouth, which is, we thought it, you know, they had information that happened, but he said it on live TV. That's all we need. You know what I'm saying? So it played a part in it for sure.
That's every case around America nowadays.
For sure.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, that is them still the ones saying it. Ain't nobody told you to get on there and say what you just did though. So it's a thin line, brother. I hope everybody wake up and see that internet thugging, real thugging is almost dead. Internet thugging should be a lost art. Y'all need to lose that art too. All this disrespecting the dead, all this getting on podcasts and interviews and songs telling yourself, take it back. We got to actually take it back to the time where you actually had to have talent. Oh no. Maybe you had to put a whole song together. You had to put a 16-bar verse with an 8-bar chorus with some more 16 in the melody. We might gotta actually get back there if we want to survive.
Thank you, brother. And that's all I meant by you gotta be on a platform now. Bring something about yourself that's not damaging or incriminating. That Big Baby is a personality. People like him. Loose Cannon is a personality. People like him. You ain't got to just talk about the hoggish and doggish. You feel me?
I mean, Loose Cannon, we didn't know about him till then.
I didn't know about him till then, but I'm saying he got a podcast. He got people listening.
Yeah.
You feel me? You got to start from somewhere. You feel me?
Yeah.
But at least you're going to have longevity.
Yeah, he's a slow baby, but hey, longevity, it's a marathon. RP Nip. That's the whole thing. It's not a race. All y'all doing when you racing, you're gonna race to the clout, you race to the numbers, but you also racing to a sale or early death. And that's what we see prevalent in our community, in this rap culture, urban hip hop. We just racing to a casket and we racing to death. What's the point of making all this money if you can't spend it? And they gonna take it. We talking about the feds. When they come, it's not like they just lock you up and throw away the key. They come take your assets. They come take your money. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff you amass, you don't even get to hand it off to your family like, yeah, take this and gone. No, they'll come take that business you opened up for your auntie down the street because it was with ill-gotten funds. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, be quiet. That's the end of the day. Just be quiet, bro. If you're doing something illegal, shut up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all we got to say about that. You got anything else you want to touch on that?
No, take me to the bridge, player.
Another bridge, man. Another segment of this.
Who received this payment. The state's witness will testify that Kewon White was, in fact, the individual to receive this payment, who was originally indicted in State's Exhibit number 1.
The state witness was recording conversations with Yella Beezy and others a few days after the Mo 3 murder. So that means that state witness is either somebody who is just really stupid and was recording for their own personal viewership, or they already have plans on cooperating just in case things went bad. But when they say the state witness is also going to testify on Kewon, aka Blazo Bang, aka the shooter, what that tells me is Blazo Bang is not the witness. Devin Maurice Brown on your left and Kewon White on your right has been the two people picked up so far for Mo 3 murder before Yella Beezy was picked up. We found out that Kewon White is not cooperating. He's not the one that's working with the state. That would mean that Devin Maurice Brown is probably the one who's cooperating. Now, apparently Devin Maurice Brown was the one who Mo3 was messing with his girlfriend. Devin Brown's own girlfriend at the time ratted him out. I believe it was his baby mama. So an arrest warrant affidavit for Devin Brown stated that his baby mama reported that Devin Brown was upset over a relationship that involved Mo3 and the baby mama, and that Devin Brown had contacted another witness multiple times before Mo3's death to ask if he was at a specific location. So he got the drop on Mo3, called that person and kept asking, yo, is he still there? Is he still there? Is he still there? Once ensuring Mo3 was there, that's when Devin Brown contacted Kewon White and the people involved, I'm assuming Yellow Beezy as well, and got Kewon White to the location, and we've seen what took place.
Shout out to Poetic Flacco, man. I gotta say, that man grew on me. When he first got there to No Jumper, I used to be like, man, who is this J Cat from way back? But now his journalism skills is top tier, man. Shout out Poetic Flacco.
He's trying to find himself around amongst all them hoggish and dogs.
But going into that, man, this one deep right here. So Kewon White, who we originally told or did that. Not saying he did or didn't yet, but today in that court hearing, they said our witness will testify that Kewon White was paid. Kewon White was the one that did that to Mo3, etc., etc. And they keep saying our witness will. So if they're saying our witness, but they're still saying Kewon White's name, that kind of bring up the questions like, is it Kewon White telling? Because is he the witness and they're saying that it's him? You know, if he was telling, I guess they would still have to put it like that. But Flacco brought up an interesting point. He did go down with another man. This other man is the one that gave the drop on Mo3 because Mo3 was banging his bitch. And he got tender dick. And he called around like, hey, man, Mo3 over here at my house right now. What y'all gonna do? So he called young Kewon. Young Kewon came over there and trailed Mo3 leaving the house. Wait till he got on the freeway. And etc. allegedly.
This other guy you talking about is Devin Brown, right?
Devin Brown.
Okay.
Right. The fact that they're separating the two kind of brings up the question: Did Kewon actually tell, or was it just Devin Brown do the whole time? They could be working together. It could still be Kewon. But the thing I was forgetting myself, and I think maybe people forgot when they originally heard the news. I think everybody's mind initially went to blood because you know somebody's telling, obviously, because it's 4 years later. I think people forgot about the Devin Brown cat because he kind of started and then kind of went under and went away. The fact that was brought up in court definitely brings him back to the front. Now, you know, if it looked like a duck, quack like a duck, it's probably a duck. Hey, I gotta call a spade a spade. That brings room in that says Kewon probably didn't snitch. Maybe he didn't snitch. That Devin Brown character is looking a lot more suspicious because you gotta think about it, he's not actually a trigger man. I'm locked up. I'm gonna get hit just like everybody else got hit because I'm involved. And they said they started recording messages 3 days after the hit. Who started recording phone calls 3 days after the hit before anybody even got caught? That's wild in itself. That sounds like the work of a man who was tender about his female getting hit and got a little emotional. Maybe didn't think it was going to happen, thought it was going to happen. It happened, now you scared. You shaking in your boots. You don't know what to do. And I don't know, I still feel like that provides a lot of leeway for Yellow because it happened after the fact, so you can't say I put a hit on you if y'all call me afterwards, whatever. But that's what's going to get worked out in the court or whatever. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't like putting false jackets on brothers. It did look like that, but it's I gotta call it how I see it. There is some leeway that this other brother might be the one that actually told. How you feel about that?
Yeah, Kewon probably ain't told yet from the looks of it, but who's to say he won't tell later? Who's to say he won't team up and they both blame Yellow Beezy for what transpired? You feel me?
They work together already. Who say that too?
I mean, from the looks of what they just said, state witness gonna testify against Kewon, so I don't think they working together right now. Mm-hmm. You know, but who knows? You know, when Kewon get the word and this is what's going on, I'm pretty sure he already know about this, but we know about it. Yeah, I think Devin White laid, Devin Brown laid in the cracks, you know, and people forgot about him because when it first happened, and then we finally got video footage, and then we got, you know, names and stuff like that. It was so much surrounding Kewon White, from the, you know, the transmission lover, the shooting with that, him being in music videos, you know, with Yellow Beezy and all like that. So I think all that, you know, overshadowed Devin Brown. He definitely did disappear. You feel me? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he is in federal jail right now, if I'm not mistaken, on a 80-month sentence or something like that.
Yes,
I think so, on like gun charges or something like that. More stuff is gonna come out. It's definitely twists and turns. You know, we just try to you know, get on it and bring y'all, you know, the news that we hear and how we interpret it. But every day is gonna be something new that come out. Wanted to you know, kind of show the video because I think it was the first time that this angle's been showed, and I think it was like another truck or something like that with one of them pro cams, some dash cams.
That was the original video still too.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, that's what came out when it first happened. It just ain't been surfaced too much, but they brought it back in court. That's what made it come back to the forefront.
Oh, because I thought it was one of them high rate cameras because it showed like him running sideways and then Brett chasing him. I've never seen that footage.
I saw that one years ago. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm finna say now. So go ahead.
I'm trying to look up and see if Devin Brown, what's up with this dude? But weird thing though is they don't charge. If they charge you 4 years ago, do it take 4 years for you to actually come into to go to court? Can you sit in jail for 4 years waiting the trial?
Yeah, you sit in jail hell years.
Damn.
I don't know about prison and all like that.
Yeah, because that's what make it more weirder. So it's like, bro, obviously you started working from the jump, right? Is you sitting there waiting this whole time? You said he was in jail for 80 months already, right?
No, I think he has an 80-month sentence.
80-month sentence. So okay, that makes sense then. So while you sitting waiting, you know, they putting it together, but something had to crack the case to make them come pick you up after 5 years. And that, I guess they finally got enough. Oh, unless he the one who got the tap phone, and everybody thought it was Kewon, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
If he got the tap phone, then you calling everybody, including probably Kewon, because Kewon just did an interview online. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, you know, there's a clap in there. So it's like, yo, you calling Kewon? Yeah, man. It's a sticky subject. They definitely, you know, the fact that Yellow Beezy got a bond, it shows that the case ain't as strong. I feel like it shows the case ain't that strong because you can't get no bond. If they feel like they got you dead to rights, I just don't believe they're going to give you a bond, right? Especially reduce it after X amount of time, right? They went from $2 million, and in the second court date, they went down to $750,000. That's kind of like, okay, how strong is this case if y'all giving this man some leeway out? Because when they really want you, it seems like they don't want you to get. You see how they doing Diddy, right? It seems like they don't want you to get out at all. So that makes me think maybe the case ain't that strong.
Yeah, I think this case is going to be as strong as the wiretaps or the recorded phone conversations. I think it's going to be as strong as that, you know. And then Diddy got the different type of money, so it's like Diddy back out, and Diddy might get bail. You know, that's a whole different story though. It's just something I heard today. But yeah, it's looking like a possibility he gonna get bail. But they might just want to let him out just so they can get some more evidence on him. But I'm gonna have to agree with you on here. From $2 million down to $750,000. Yeah, something don't seem like it's connecting all the way. Or y'all need more information or more time. But I know the feds don't come unless they got what they think they need, or they, you know, 98% certain about they got all the information that they need. So we just got to stay tuned in, man, tapped in. It's a lot of twists and turns. Do you think you'll be able to bail out?
With that 750, I think they're gonna be able to get it up. I think it's enough. I think he got enough assets to, because if it's anything like California, right, it's 10%. 10% of 2 million is 200,000. Do you got 200,000? Even if you do got 200, do you really want to spend that to bail out when you can use that for the lawyer, pay the bills, make sure moms and the kids and the baby mama straight, or do you want to just thug it out? No, 75,000. Hey man, we might gotta scrape that up so I can fight this from the outs. You know what I'm saying? Cause
you definitely want to fight from the outs.
Yeah,
right?
You definitely want to fight from the outs. Even getting out, that's these type of cases take 4 or 5 years to actually get a conviction. So that's you 4 or 5 years chilling at the crib, while as opposed to running the bag up. Either way, when he get out, he gonna be the hottest thing talked about, right? So 75, I think he might bail out with that 75. I think so. Now, do you think they looking for a trap?
They would have found Trap. They would have found Trap Boy Freddy. You know, after this much time and it already been on the internet, they would have put out a national manhunt. You feel me? And then he probably got vices and sip serve or something, so he gonna have to pull over to your local trap and get some ribs and some drugs or something like that.
I believe in that segment they said that was partial payment. Yellow Beezy was responsible for partial payment, the 40,000. So who came up with the other dub?
I know. 03 was breaking off friends and family, so no telling who put that up. I just Trap kind of after it happened. Trap called did the Instagram live. Man, somebody holding the freeway up, blah, blah, blah. He was right there, like on the exit. People are dumber than what I expect, so, but
yeah.
I feel like they would have,
Okay.
I feel like they would have trapped by now.
That's a good point, though, because if Trap was, I feel like if he had any direct involvement in it, I feel like he wouldn't have did all that, right? Yeah. He literally made a whole FMO3 album after it was done.
Yep, just like, what's the old boy? Julio Op, Ace something.
Ace Rico. Not Ace Rico.
Young
Ace. Yeah.
Yeah. He did the whole little woo-wop and all like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
people if you are willing to be a puppet, people are gonna pull them strings, And yeah, it might look like we chilling and you got pictures with me and all like that, but that's how you get to know a puppet. You feel me? But hey, once you get caught up, I'm gonna do my dance while you watching some of the next nigga boxers in the pen for the next 50 years. And I'm gonna use that clout because I'm a public figure. And so I'm gonna eat off that, I'm gonna run it up off that. But when it come down to it, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. You feel me? And that's just how it is. If you let people, it's we all use each other. It's only a problem when we start to misuse each other. And that's just how it is, bro. That's just how it is. You feel me?
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Yeah. It's crazy though. When you brought up Young and Ace, who the other one? Well, I'm thinking about Dolph. Dolph got a picture with his killer right in there. Yellow Beezy and Mo3, Trap Boy Freddy got a picture all together, right? Then it's crazy.
Young Thug Nut got pictures together.
Young Thug Nut.
Videos, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how many times you see these incidences where, Rondo and Vine. Got videos together. It's crazy how, you know what I'm saying? It be this close, man. That's some of you brothers also like when the money get involved, when these females get involved, it's the female behind a lot of those. I don't know about the straight drop thing, but I know there's a female involved in this Mo3 thing. I know there's females involved in that King Von thing. I'm not gonna say it's always because of female, because these are grown men that had a right to, channel their emotions and act accordingly, but it's man, sometimes you gotta watch who you bring around you. You gotta watch who close. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. In the words of Mo3.
I kind of wanted you to hit a little melody with that. he got melodies, y'all. Don't let him. Don't let him. You ain't got to do it right now. I'm just saying he got melodies though. He be up in here working, doing his little. I'm like, okay, 6, okay.
Back in my day, man, we used to mess around a little bit. Man.
Bottles of champagne, courtesy of the company, of course.
Yeah, man, but we gonna see how this Yellow Beezy trial turn out. It's definitely interesting. I'm definitely gonna be down and around there, man. Not necessarily checking on that, but just to go check on the fam out in Dallas, man. I wish y'all the best, man. I hope everybody doing good out there. I hope it works out as it should for all y'all.
Like, comment, and subscribe. We loving y'all, that y'all loving us. But it don't stop there, baby. You gotta keep it pushing. We gonna keep it pushing. We just need y'all to oil the wheels, baby. That's all. That's all, baby.
And with that being said, that's Big Hop.
Big
Six.
Bigger business.
Yes, sir.
Yerp.